Okay, imagine that you are an NFL football player and you've just won the Super Bowl. The crowd is cheering, the Gatorade is flowing, your family's on the field and they're giving you hugs, there's tears being shed, and the reporter comes up to you and she says, "You've just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?"
"We're going to Disney World."
Yes, you're going to Disney World. Now what? What's next? Now imagine you're not an NFL football player, but you are a business owner. You have poured your heart and your soul into your business. You've grown it into something amazing. You're there for your employees, you're there for your family, you've been there for your community. And now the time has come, and you've signed the papers, and you give the keys to the new owner. Now what? What's next? This is a moment I found myself in at 48 years old. We signed the papers, we handed the new owner the keys, and I was able to retire. What should have been a moment where I had freedom, I had opportunity, I had everything that I had worked so hard for. But instead, after all the excitement faded, I felt useless. No more emails, no more creating schedules, no more merchandise to purchase. I had no more customers to serve. Who was I, and what was I to do next? Instead of stopping and asking myself why, I decided, hey, let's jump into a new business. So I wrangled my husband and coerced him into getting our certification in exit planning. And so we got certified. We were going to help other retail business owners like us sell their business. And so we got our website together, we got our business cards, and I went on podcasts, I did speaking, I did all the things that you're supposed to do when you start a new business. And yet, I was unhappy. Oh, wait, I got it. I'm going to speak on how to create customer experiences, how to grow your business through creating exceptional customer experiences. Why not? I love talking about that. That's how we turned our own hardware store around. I hired a branding manager, and they were amazing. Brand new website, photos, LinkedIn posts, you name it, she did it. And it was awesome. I did speaking engagements, podcasts, all the things that you're supposed to do when you get your name out there. And yet, still felt empty. One day, a friend of mine gave me a very sweet compliment on a LinkedIn post, and what should have been a heartwarming experience triggered me. That night, I drove home, and I said, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Who am I actually trying to serve? And you know what? I couldn't answer that question. So I stopped. I stopped everything. I stopped posting, coaching, podcasts, whatever you can think of. I just stopped. I didn't stop because I quit. I stopped because I knew I needed to listen. So I stopped and asked myself, what if you're already living the life you dreamed of and prayed for, but you're too busy comparing, too busy trying to live someone else's dream? This isn't just my story. This is the story of many high achievers. What happens once you've reached the mountaintop? Where do you go next? It can be really confusing to have feelings of great joy, only to feel empty after you realized you accomplished your goal. Today, I want to share with you my journey, 3 things that I've learned as I processed through this. Number 1, look around you. What are the things that you're already doing that bring you joy? When we owned our hardware store, I loved creating events that built community. It brought families and friends together to create memorable experiences. After we sold the store, I didn't know how I would be able to continue that passion. And so I kept going around, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Until I stopped and looked around and realized I was already doing it. I had started an organization with a fellow community member, festivals and events for our community. I went from building community at our store to now building community for an entire city. We had our first Festival of Lights event, and we were able to bring residents and business owners together to create a memorable experience as a community. When I stopped long enough to look around, I realized I was already living the life that I had wanted. Number 2, be careful of comparison. Are you living your journey through someone else's highlight reel? Comparison doesn't just make you feel less than. It takes away your courage. It takes away your accomplishments. It doesn't help you see the things that you should be grateful for. Theodore Roosevelt is credited with saying, comparison is the thief of joy. But I say, not only is comparison the thief of joy, it steals your identity. When I stopped comparing and started looking around at the things that I enjoyed doing, I found myself again. What is it that you're doing right now that brings you joy? What are the things in your life that actually seem so easy to you, but maybe are more difficult for someone else? And you realize that that is the thing, and here it was just right in front of you. You've been doing it all along. And lastly, number 3, take time to celebrate your wins and your accomplishments. How often when somebody says, good job, we go, oh no big deal, it wasn't that big a deal. Instead of just simply saying thank you and taking it in. We don't celebrate our accomplishments out of arrogance. We celebrate because it's who we are. It's a thing that we've done, and it's something we need to acknowledge. Success isn't the end of purpose. It's the beginning of growing your purpose. So today I want to leave you with 3 questions to ask yourself. What brings me joy right now? In what ways am I comparing myself to someone else's highlight reel? And what wins do I need to celebrate today? If you found yourself in a position of success and achieving your goals, and you're feeling a little lost, you're not broken, you're just starting your next chapter. I'm Deborah Everson. Thank you very much for your time.